Okay, guys, we're in section 8.7 with this video. It's a really short one. It's about preparing dilutions. So I think by now we realize that dilutions means when we start with a solution of a particular concentration, whether strong or weak, doesn't matter, and we dilute it, we're going to make that concentration lower. Now, on occasion, we might have a low one and we may want to change it to more concentrated. It's not really a dilution, but we would still use the same formula. What we're going to have is essentially we're starting with a solution that has a particular concentration and how much of it do you have. So you have a concentration and a volume. And at the end, you're going to want to find either a particular concentration of a certain amount, certain volume, or a certain volume of a particular concentration. So essentially what we get to, and the book has a little bit different, but we get to this formula right here. C1V1 equals C2V2. Now C1V1, this is the first side, the book uses CCVC, CDVD. The VD is the diluted one, and this side is the one we're starting with. So all you're finding there is we're going to need 3 of these 4. So for example, if the one in the book says, what's the final concentration when 250 mils of 16 mole per liter nitric acid is diluted to 4.5 liters? So if we've got, it tells us what is the final concentration, which means this is what we're looking for right here. Okay, so we're going to look at that. So right away, it's up to you. You can rearrange the formula right away, or you can just plug the numbers in. I like to plug the numbers in and then rearrange after that. So it says we've got 250 mils. Now, remember, our units for concentrated are moles per liter. So if you get a milliliter value, you've got to convert it right away. So 250 milliliters is what we're starting with. So that's our initial volume. And the concentration, the initial one is 16 moles per liter times 0.250 liters equals C2. And what volume do we want? We want 4.5 liters. Okay, so when we do that particular one, we're going to multiply 16 times 0.25, which I don't have in my calculator. But when we rearrange it, essentially what we're going to end up with is our final concentration is going to be 16 moles per liter times 0.250 liters divided by 4.5 liters. So our liters, this is moles per liter. Those liters cancel. It's going to leave us moles per liter as units. And that answer, C2, in one step is 0.89 moles per liter. That's our concentration. Okay, so pretty straightforward stuff. You're always going to need 3 of the 4 pieces of that equation. Now, the only thing that they do to try and make it look more complicated is if they don't give you the concentration. Say they give you the number of moles and you have to calculate the concentration, not a problem. C equals N over V that we saw in the previous questions. No problem. Get your concentration, plug it in, rearrange the formula, do your calculation. Okay, so that's a pretty short one for that section. I am going to do section 9.1 as well in this particular part. So the idea is we're going to try and get through 9 and 10, and then I'll just leave you some independent work for 11 and 12. Okay, good luck with those, and I'll do 9.1 in a few minutes.